Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Tuesday, April 29th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to start with this weekly chart showing you 111.64, a 9-month channel bottom. We settled below about a month ago. We came screaming back the following week. The big down week, obviously, was the announcement of the significant tariffs with China. The following week was the exemption for semiconductors and laptops, obviously involving NVIDIA. That was the big rally. That week, about 3 weeks ago, we settled just above the 111.64 structure, but not by a 1% margin, and we were still below other key levels, so it was kind of a wait and see. We've since fallen away a bit, but we're right there, 111.64 on the weekly chart, 111.24 on the daily chart, as you can see right here, a ceiling of resistance that also now includes a descending 3-month channel top at 114.05. So this is the zone narrowing daily that is your short sale area, not only for the week, but through the month of May, because below this area, we have tested it. We tested it last Friday. We came close to testing it on Monday. Below the 111, 114 handle resistance, 111.24 daily chart, 114.05 daily chart, narrowing daily. Holding below this will keep the low 80s in reach over the next 1 to 2 months, depending on volatility. And that is the play. Now, if we do close above 114.05, I see no compelling reason to stay short. If you're a 2 to 3 week swing trader, especially because over the following 2 to 3 weeks, I would expect the 125.46 descending 2/3 speed line. You also have a 5/8 Fibonacci at 127.72, and that is an area that I would expect within 2 to 3 weeks of closing above 114.05, and it really is that descending 2/3 speed line at 125.79 on the weekly chart that I see as our upward pivot point through the rest of the year if settled above. But for right now, we're nowhere near to testing it, and we are presently in the zone of resistance in the 111 handle. You've got 111.24 to 114.05 narrowing daily. Over the next week, they all come together into a single point. So, if we do close today above 114.05, I could just kind of complete the upside right now. If we do close today above 114.05, within the week, I would expect 119.88. That is a 50% upside retracement from that. That was a early January all-time high against the more recent April low. And within 2 to 3 weeks, the 125.46 to 127.72 area. So if we close above 114.05, it's actually a buy opportunity, and I keep mentioning to not be short. That also means you can go long. So if we close above 114.05, if you have no position whatsoever, it is to go long. 3 to 5 day swing traders up to 119.88, 2 to 3 week swing traders up into the 125.46 to 127.72 area. Until then, the 111.24 to 114.05 area is both a 3 to 5 day sell opportunity for 3 to 5 day swing traders who could then anticipate within 3 to 5 days 101.66, a session containment level, over the next 2 to 3 weeks into what was really the lower 90s. I'm looking for the chart right now, right here. So holding below 111.24 will keep that 90.69 August low in reach. These are just session containment levels because of the overall susceptibility to continuing all the way south into the lower 80s. I really don't want to encourage buying beyond just a day-by-day basis. But nonetheless, let's talk downside today. 105.73 is the low from Friday. That is the high, the recent high, obviously, over the last couple of weeks, last week and a half. And 105.73 has downward pivot point qualities. If we break 105.73 today, I would expect 101.66. That is a 2-week descending channel top, well suited to contain daily lows. If we close below 101.66, 94.31 likely within a day or two, but within 3 to 5 days of closing below 101.66, I would anticipate that 90.69 low from August. In stair-step fashion, into the lower 80s. It would be a settlement, of course, below 90.69. That would indicate this 80.75 to 81.97 area. Let's talk up. Well, I don't know if there's really anything else to say. I am going to mention that on Monday, wickedstocks.com put out a stock pick on DoorDash. You might want to check that out. It is right on the edge of setting off a meaningful buy signal that should play out over the next several months and yield at least 20% returns. That is the objective. That is what our notion would be in terms of the overall target. We also last week put out stock picks on Robinhood and Broadcom. They're all very relevant, still very tradable picks that you can check out. We give precise conditions in which to act. You could also, with the 5-day free trial, see our daily Triple Q and daily SPY analysis and our weekly Apple stock analysis, as well as our stock picks. And we've got another one coming out on Thursday. So you'll see it all for no cost whatsoever by going to wickedstocks.com and taking advantage of that 5-day free trial. Closing below 101.66. I don't expect it today. We've got a good high for the week. In fact, I would expect 94.31 within a day or two, but it really would be 90.69 within a week or two of closing below 101.66. I think that pretty much rounds it out. I am going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. I'll be back tomorrow with Wednesday's NVIDIA report. You have a great day.